Hi, in today's video we are gonna see how to sort based on categories. So let me show, it will be easier to understand. So let's consider that we have three colors. Each of the three cards, they have one different colors, and these colors, they can be understood as categories. So for example, when we open the hamburger menu, the drawer, we see the categories. We have general, shopping, and workout. So the sorting will be when the user hits here. So this first one is named general, and then we have just one node with this color, this category. And when the user taps here, the full node will be open, and it has a light gray color. So the user can come back and then return and see all nodes. So we gotta see light, gray, green, and yellow, orange, something in between. So now let's open only the shopping one. So this one is green, as you could see. And the user can tap here and see the full node with all the features that this node have. And the last one, I don't need to come back to all nodes. I can just jump into the next one. So workout. If I want to come back and see all of them, I can. But once that I am inside of some node, some category, I can just jump into the second one. And then I can open it and come back and see all nodes again. So this is what we're gonna prototype today. And since you guys over there have already seen this prototype running, it's time to see the details of every screen. Okay, so here there is no any newity that we should dig into. It's just a regular page with three cards. They are pretty much the same. The only thing that I did, I duplicated and changed color and content. The next screen, it will be a artboard, a frame without a background. I explained that in the previous videos, so if you don't remember exactly how to do that, I recommend you to watch my previous videos. So we are not seeing the background over here because it's not visible intentionally, and then the interaction will make this screen open over this one like this. So that's why the background is not being shown. And then this drawer, this menu, we designed that previously, so we have all this information. So we just need to copy, duplicate. We have everything set. We have auto layouts all around. So just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link this Figma file so you can download and you can explore all the details in this design. So a regular page showing the general category, a general page showing the shopping, but it's not open. It's just when we see the card from the outside. So here the green one is sorted, the light gray one is sorted, and the orange one is sorted. So, and then we have the full version of them. So when the user entered the cards, and then we're gonna see the full information of each one. So this page is a copy, this page is a copy, and this page is a copy of designs that we did previously in other lessons. So there is no complication here. And now let me show the interactions, the triggers, the animations. So let me go to prototype, and then let's see what happens. So on the first screen, we have this interaction. This will be trigger on click, open overlay. I explained that previously, so it will open this window overlay, and then position top left to be correctly aligned, closed when clicking outside, like in this empty area on the right side, for example. Background, of course, and the color will be black. I put 48% opacity, so you can change if you want, there is no problem. Animation moving, right side, and this is all that we have. And then I put some triggers in each card too, so we can go directly to the correspondent pages. So when the user hits general, the user will be taken to the correspondent page with only this card. But this flow, I don't know if we really should have it. I don't think so. I did that previously, but maybe you will not do that. You don't want to do that, because the main thing here is the sorting. This is important. So I have trigger that leads to this screen where only the shopping card is being displayed, and the same happens with workout. But the most important thing that I want to show is once that the user open the menu and then hitting all nodes will always take to this first screen. But then now the magic happens. So here is exactly what I want to show. So when the user hits here, general, here the user is telling without words, I want to go to some specific page where I'm going to see only nodes. That might be one, none, or many of them with the same color, categorized under the same general filter, general sorting. So on click, navigate to next screen, which is this one, animation smart animate. This is what we should do. Pretty simple. The same here, lead in from this green category to the green single node. So because we are seeing the card from the outside, because we could have more than one card here. That's important to mention. So let's suppose that, for example, I'm going to change things on the fly just to exemplify it better. So yeah, on click navigate to this screen, and the same happened with the orange one. On click navigate to lead to this orange one. So to exemplify what I want, I will just, like I said, change some things on the fly. So for example, we have this node, and we have a trigger here and a trigger here. I want to delete this trigger just to exemplify and to explain my point. 16, 16, 8. Okay. So let's suppose that general, let's suppose that I want to have something named books, and then I have like self-help, self-help. I have fiction, and I have horror, for example. And then let's suppose that I have something like pens, something like this. So I have red, I have blue, and also green, just to show you what I'm gonna prove at this point. And then let's imagine that when we talk about shopping, I'm removing this guy here. So let's suppose that I wanna buy some clothes, and I'm gonna consider trousers, shorts, underwear, or something like this. And then that's gonna be better to explain with this example why we should have this step where we see nodes in a list, and not, we just don't go straight to the point, cutting to the chase and getting to the full node. The reason is this. Maybe that's clear, but I'm just circling back and trying to explain something, being wordy, and maybe you over there already understood that, but just in case. So when we hit here, that's what I was talking about, that we shouldn't have this flow. So that's not what I want actually. So even we are seeing just some nodes, but what I want to show is that, for example, just to make my point, so we are seeing some nodes here. So maybe the other nodes, like, they are not sorted, they are organized by date, and then they are not being shown on this screen. But when we kind of organize general, this is what I want to show. We need to have this list of nodes. So then we tap here and then we go to the full node. So this is what I was trying to explain. And then when we change, like shopping, for example, we can see shopping and then clothes. Like this one is kind of purchases, and this one is regarding like clothes. And then we see the full node. In the case of workout, I didn't change anything, so I think you got the point. We are seeing not all the gray nodes, not all the green nodes, because they are ordered in another order, and for this reason they are not being shown here, right? So that's what I was explaining. Okay, so let's come back to the triggers. So we have this trigger here. I explained that previously. On click navigate to this screen. The same goes with shopping. We have this trigger. On click navigate to, that take us to this screen. And then the last one, workout, will take us to this screen with the same configuration, which is the configuration. On click navigate to that screen in Smart Animate. And of course, like I said before, we have these all nodes, which will take us back to the first screen. And then once the user is at this screen, it will be possible to hit here, this hamburger menu, and open this menu. So the animation will be pretty similar to the previous one. So on click, open overlay, home, top left, close when clicking, outside, background, black, 48%, move in, right side. And we have this card too, which will take us to the screen down here. On click navigate to this screen. And then we should have the back button to come back to the list of gray nodes. On click navigate to this screen up here, Smart Animate. And the same logic applies to all the other screens. So when the user hits shopping, he or she will be taken to this screen down here with the full node, the open node. On click navigate to this screen down here, Smart Animate. The back button will take to the screen above. On click navigate to screen above. And then the last one, on click navigate to the screen below. And we need a link on the back button, which will take to the screen above. On click navigate to screen above, Smart Animate. As easy as that. So let's run the prototype one more time just to finish this class. Okay, I can open it here. I see all nodes, and then if I wanna go just with workout, for example, I do this sorting, and then I can come back, open it again. I change to shopping. I can see the two nodes that I have. I can open it, I can come back, I can open it again. General, I see all the nodes into this category. Can open, see the full node from the inside. I can come back and I can change to all nodes. And that's all that we have for this class. I hope you like it. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.